Oh, what a very, very great match that was today. For Juventus to put together a great battle, to not just go to Paris to make a trip, play timid, to just get it out of the way. Today, they really showed that they came in to Paris to go get a result. That header by Milik, the former Marseille man, headed it straight to the keeper. I think Vlahovic had another chance around 58, 59th minute. That header. Locatelli was getting involved. Juventus were in the PSG box. Uh, you know, criticized Massimiliano Allegri before the match. Allegri out, Allegri out. He's over his head. This team does not know how to play football. Um, I still am mixed about that. I mean, you saw today, if you don't have the best midfield, if you can play 10 men back and really not allow any room for a world class midfield on Bayern and PSG and Man City and Real Madrid, then it shows that this formula on pouncing on mistakes, getting that goal, and really preventing those third and fourth goals is a winning combination. And then now, what I have a problem with the manager is you can play 10 men and be super defensive against the very biggest sides in Europe. But that does not fly with me to park the bus against Sampdoria and Fiorentina in the bottom half of the table. You have to be on the front foot. You have to dominate possession. You have to go in the front foot, and you're not playing to stop the other team's weakness. Go pounce on your strengths and your world class players against the bottom half table teams. They should be attacking, scoring 3 goals against Sampdoria, against Fiorentina. It don't matter if Pogba and Chiesa are not there. You should absolutely be on the front foot. This should never happen at all. Allegri, he has the ability to be the best manager in the world, but that's what stopped him from being the best manager in the world. Is have playing some good attacking football against the bottom half of the table, and you can be as pragmatic as you want when you're in Europe. If you play very great attacking football against Sampdoria, against Monza, against the bottom half of the table, Cremonese, that can translate to better counterattacks in the Champions League against the bigger sides. But it is an honor today to go up against the Messiah. It is a thing of beauty to see the Messiah in action. Juventus for not getting him all the room out there. I think Juventus really concentrated there, the midfield there. There's always a couple of players nearby on Lionel the Messiah. The Messiah's passing was brilliant today. Messiah, one touch in the PSG box. Messiah had, there is the one touch to Messiah, and Messiah knows where everyone is around him. He had the one touch to Kylian Mbappe right there. He should have buried the match. That should have been a goal. Mbappe, the right corner of the net, should have been a goal. There was one PSG taking back possession. Kovacic was really holding Messiah back. Mbappe was racing on the rings, on the wing, right over where Messiah was at. Messiah still battled through the contact. He still battled through Kovacic, trying to hold him back. Messiah played the brilliant ball to Kylian Mbappe there. Juventus were concentrated on that part of the pitch where Mbappe and Messiah were at. That concentration on those two, on that counterattacking break, Neymar had the open net. Mbappe should have passed to Neymar. He already had 2 goals. That is a very selfish move by Kylian Mbappe. He wanted the hat trick. He wanted the glory. Mbappe is a prick. He's a prima donna. He's just like his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's all about him. It's all about his ego. Messiah just don't care. He's gonna set up his team. He's not all about stats and scoring goals. That's what makes Messiah the GOAT. Messiah and Neymar will just enjoy the moment of the brotherhood of winning the Champions League. Mbappe's all about the stats. Messiah won't take penalties. They'll give crybaby Mbappe prima donna of his penalties. Messi and Neymar doing the work, creating the attack, allowing Mbappe to get open. So those two are the reasons why Mbappe gets open. It is an honor for me to face off against Little Messiah before the World Cup because we are all in this together. We are one familia. We are one family. Just a fan of football that wants to see Messiah win. The Barca fan, the Paris fan, the Lionel Messi fan, the Argentina fan, the football fan. We are all in this together, mate. That's why it's an honor to face off for Juventus to face off against Paris Saint-Germain because we will be looking back at this match if Paris Saint-Germain win the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain win the Champions League. Juventus look back, they say no Pogba, no Chiesa, two of the top core on Juventus. If we come in and lose by only a goal with Bonucci starting, who is over the hill, you say, hey, if we can put that kind of effort against the winner of the Champions League, we can go in and beat anyone. And that mentality is needed for Juventus as Juventus continue to build for the future. Locatelli was creating the chances. McKennie, good way to respond. He should have shot open at the goal against Fiorentina. PSG really should have scored 3, but at the same time, Juventus wasn't giving them any room. 2 shots, 2 goals. Had a little bit of fortune on their side. Milik, the Marseille man, was getting involved. Paredes knows Messi used to play for PSG. Rabiot used to play for PSG. You had Milik, Marseille man. A lot of familiarity. The only thing missing was Di Maria for Juventus. Hopefully Di Maria comes through at Torino when they face off in the 6th and final match, even though it may not matter for Paris Saint-Germain. Hopefully someday Juventus win the Champions League, but it certainly will not be right now. But Allegri is the proper tactician to make it happen. You saw today, he knows the defensive framework to not allow too many mistakes. Although I do feel that we need Gatti at the back line. Bremer had a little rough match. Mbappe blew right by Bremer. Bremer, welcome to the big show. Welcome to Europe. Welcome to Europe, Bremer. You're getting used to playing midweek matches. Welcome to the big show. You're going to play for Basel. You're going to start for Basel someday, Bremer. You're going to get used to the speed of the very best of the very best wingers, Bremer. Bremer's going to go get it. Bremer had a little bit of a rough game today. To lose by a goal is not bad at all, especially when Rabiot's not going to be part of the future. You have Fabio Miretti, Juventus creative playmaker. He's getting in there on some of the battles. Miretti gets some experience against one of the top clubs of the world. Fabio Miretti gets experience. That's what you like to see from Juventus. You like to see the young players getting the action in the game. Gatti needs to be in the back 3. I think we need to see Federico Gatti. Leonardo Bonucci, he has lost a step. Leonardo Bonucci is going to have to go ride the bench, I feel, for Juventus. Juan Cuadrado, he played pretty well, but Juventus need a new right winger, I feel. Juve. Manuel Locatelli, some good young experience today. It was making stuff happen for Juventus. in the second half of the match. Vitinha played very well. Also, Verratti is an Italian, so there's some more familiarity. The tactics work. The young players just need to grow within the team. Kovacic hasn't been there long. Paredes hasn't been there long. He's not young, though, but experienced veterans, Juventus always need that for the Champions League. It is great. It is great that Messiah can win the World Cup, his first Champions League match of the campaign against my Juventus. Very happy. It's very such a great honor to face off against Lionel the Messiah. Anytime to see him play, this guy's a thing of beauty. I would have loved to see him score. Would have loved to see Messiah score. But the unselfishness, that's as good as it gets. So congratulations. Argentina going to win the World Cup. That was a great match against my Juventus today. Messiah on the right track. And we move on from here. We'd see some better attacking for Juventus against Salernitana and Monza. Need to see Allegri become more balanced to become among the best of the best in the world. That was a match-changing substitution to put Weston McKennie in the match, to put him in the match, and he immediately scores. Those are the kind of substitutions that make Massimiliano Allegri the best. And I think PSG going up against a team playing 10 men back on the ball, especially an elite team like Juventus, they'll see a little bit easier defensive structures in the knockouts of the UEFA Champions League. Good match. Juventus need to build off of it. Paris Saint-Germain, this is a big club. This is a fine result. Mbappe had to go past the Neymar there. Messiah had some brilliant passing there. PSG looked very dynamic with Christophe Galtier. This team is ready to go all the way.